Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Chris Maloney back with you for another edition of CWN Predicts WWE Elimination Chamber 2021, coming to you live tonight, matter of a few hours, by the way. So originally, I had planned to do this show at 3 p.m. today. And if I wasn't going to do it at 3, I would have did a premiere. Unfortunately, with technology and Xbox One issues and my toddler not being able to watch Disney, I was kind of, busy doing other stuff prior to. But I'm doing this live right now on Twitch, and it looks like probably about a 5 p.m. premiere just before the kickoff show, as well as the show itself. But yeah, you gotta love it when you wake up and your wife says the TV's not working, and the toddler reiterates that. But anyways, guys, CWN Predicts WWE Elimination Chamber 2021 happening live tonight, 7:00 p.m. on the WWE Network. Kickoff show taking place tonight at 6 p.m. for free on social media such as YouTube, Facebook. I think they might even be doing TikTok. I don't know if they're there yet, but as well as the WWE Network, and that would be the free version as well. But 5 big matches taking place tonight officially. We don't know one of those matches, but we do know Roman Reigns is defending the Universal Championship at the end of the night. But it is interesting. It's been an interesting week as well, because not eventually, but Lacey Evans was supposed to be but going for the Women's Championship there on Raw, and then she announced she was pregnant live on Raw 6 days ago. So it's interesting to know that they change on the fly. Card subject to change, by the way. But like I said, 5 big matches are taking place for sure. So I'll go through those, give you my picks, and then we'll see how well I do when I do the recap show either tonight or tomorrow. So we'll wait and see on that one as well. First match of the night, WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match. Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler taking on Sasha Banks, the SmackDown Women's Champion, and the 2021 Royal Rumble winner there, Bianca Belair, the EST of WWE. I want to see Sasha and Bianca. I'd love to see them win the championships, and then next thing you know, Bianca challenges Sasha, so we have a battle of the tag team champions there, there at WrestleMania. But then again, it's maybe they play into Sasha Banks as a heel, and maybe her and Bianca just can't get along. Shayna and Nia couldn't do it in the beginning, and they've obviously worked out well. But I think it's going to be like a Hogan Warrior type situation as far as the females go there with Sasha and Bianca. I think the egos are just going to get the best of them. So as much as I think it'd be cool to see tag team championships fight for the SmackDown Women's Championship at WrestleMania, I don't think it's going to happen. I think Sasha and Bianca are going to go at it, not as tag team champions though. I think Bianca's going to make her choice, within the next week or so. There one more pay-per-view after this one. But in saying that, one more pay-per-view, I should say, before WrestleMania, and that'd be Fastlane next month. But in saying that, I'm going to say Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler to retain, especially going to that NXT match against Dakota Kai, as well as Raquel Gonzalez on March the 3rd. So I'm going to say Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler to retain. Should be a good match though. Next match of the night, United States Championship match. Bobby Lashley taking on Keith Lee, taking on Riddle. Haven't seen or heard anything with regards to Keith Lee. He wasn't on Raw this past Monday, but fact is, I was on WWE.com right before I started doing the show today, and I didn't see him, with regards to anything about him being removed from the match. So it should be a go. If he's legitimately injured or sick, they might do a backstage thing where he gets taken out by the Hurt Business, whatever the case might be. It becomes a one-on-one. But like I said, I haven't seen any news with regards to Keith Lee being taken out of the match. But Bobby Lashley, like I said, defending against Keith Lee and Riddle. I can't see Bobby Lashley losing. How's that set up? Unless he goes after Drew McIntyre for that championship. And I'll get more to that just in a moment here. But if Bobby Lashley, I'm going to say Bobby Lashley retains. If he doesn't retain, it means I think he's being set up for the main event at WrestleMania against Drew McIntyre. That should tell you where my thoughts are going with that one. But I'm gonna say Bobby Lashley retains. That is going to be my pick for the second match of the night there. Match number 3 is the first Elimination Chamber match. If you've never seen one, basically 2 men begin. One man is in the end there, as well as the other 3 competitors, of course. But I think it's 5-minute intervals. I don't think anything's changed. But you see the first 2 guys go at it for 5 minutes. It might even be 10 minutes, but I do believe it's 5. And then every 5 minutes after that. So basically you're looking at 25 minutes at least of competition. So you're looking at least a half an hour match. But in this match, Kevin Owens, Daniel Bryan, Cesaro, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and the one and only King Corbin to earn a Universal title match later tonight, which is interesting there. But as much as I want to see Kevin Owens back in that picture, he's the other things are right there for him as far as WrestleMania season goes. And when I'm looking at the names in this match, I'd love to see Cesaro in that main event. It would be interesting because he's somewhat of a former Paul Heyman guy. If you remember back to that stage where Paul Heyman was taking on other guys. But the fact is, Sami Zayn doesn't make sense. Baron Corbin doesn't make sense. Kevin Owens has been there, done it. I think he's, like I said, he'll be off doing other things for WrestleMania, but I think Daniel Bryan, Cesaro are the two. And if you've watched SmackDown lately, you've noticed that the two of those guys have been kind of intertwined as far as respect and matches and everything else. And a lot of rumor with regards to Daniel Bryan, but a lot of people would love to see Cesaro, get that shot. And how, what are they going to do though? Did they put him against Big E for the Intercontinental Championship, even though it's been rumored that it might be a Christian thing there? So many avenues they could take, but I'm going to say, Cesaro. I'm going to say it throws everybody off. I'm going to say Cesaro. And I don't think he's going to win the championship at the end of the night, but I'm going to say Cesaro wins this. My second pick would be Daniel Bryan, but you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb. This is a prediction show, right? So I'm going to say Cesaro to win this Elimination Chamber match there. It's going to be interesting. Next match of the night, WWE Champion Drew McIntyre defending the belt against Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, AJ Styles, Kofi Kingston, and Sheamus. Sheamus is going to be the last man in. This is an Elimination Chamber match as well. So the first match you see is basically to see who goes on to fight Roman Reigns. In this one, Drew McIntyre is actually defending the championship. So it'll be interesting there. Do I see anybody knocking him off? The only one that legitimately makes sense would be Sheamus. But maybe, if Bobby Lashley loses that United States Championship, there's a chance that maybe he gets involved with, retaining Drew McIntyre champion going into WrestleMania. If Lashley retains, then I would say Sheamus takes the belt. So it's really unique, but they're both raw matches, so to speak, right? So I'm going to say this. If Bobby Lashley retains, I'm going to say Sheamus is my pick. If Bobby Lashley loses, I'm going to say Drew McIntyre is my pick. But officially, with me stating that Bobby Lashley is going to retain, I'm going to say Sheamus, number 6 into this match, is going to be the new WWE champion going into WrestleMania against Drew McIntyre. And I think they'll set up a match for Drew McIntyre to see if he can get the number 1 contendership at Fastlane. And then basically it'll be Sheamus as champ defending against Drew McIntyre. And McIntyre will officially get his WrestleMania moment in front of about 20 to 25,000 fans. So it would be absolutely awesome. But if you're going to take the strap off of Drew McIntyre, Sheamus is basically the guy to be able to do it, especially in this match. Randy Orton would have been one of those guys who has done it. But the fact is he's got all sorts of things going on with Alexa Bliss and The Fiend, which I think is going to play out tonight as well. I think we'll see some kind of an appearance by The Fiend, not necessarily what we're used to, but I think we'll see The Fiend somehow, some way there. But like I said, Sheamus to become new, like I said, WWE champion. So that is my pick there. And then the last match of the night, Roman Reigns taking on Cesaro in my point of view, in my opinion. And I'm going to say Roman Reigns retains, but I'm going to say after Roman Reigns retains, I'm going to say that basically Edge comes out and spears Roman Reigns, and either number 1 points to the WrestleMania sign, or number 2 shows up on SmackDown to say the match is official. But I think that would be cool to see Edge come out and even, to throw off that match. And then maybe all of a sudden Cesaro has a beef, so to speak, and say, I never really lost the match because Edge came out and speared him. But I think if you're going to do it properly, have Cesaro in that match, lose to Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns celebrates like he's the tribal chief, and then basically have Edge come out and spear him, point to the WrestleMania sign, and that's how the show ends. And I think that would be immensely awesome right there. So, guys, those are my picks officially for tonight. So, Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler to retain, Bobby Lashley to retain, Cesaro to win the SmackDown Elimination Chamber match. I put Sheamus as new champion to win the Raw Elimination Chamber match. and then Roman Reigns to beat Cesaro, and then Edge to come out and spear him and point to the WrestleMania sign, and that is that. So, guys, like I said, 7 o'clock tonight live on WWE Network. Social media, 6 o'clock for the kickoff show, which is going to be on YouTube, the free version of the WWE Network as well, and then Twitter and Facebook and all that jazz as well. So, guys, enjoy Elimination Chamber tonight. Like I said, life does get in the way sometimes, so this prediction show is a little bit later on, but it goes on social media, so you can watch it anytime or listen to it anytime you want to there. So, guys, that is it. As always, check me out at Chris Maloney, CWN, on Twitter, Instagram, as well as Reddit and Twitch. And I will be back either, like I said, later tonight with the recap show or sometime tomorrow. But, guys, that is it. Enjoy the show tonight, and we'll talk sometime soon.